My name is Pro, and I've been playing this game for a long time, like a lot of you. And we're going to go over Desert Treasure 2, the Fallen Empire rewards. During this quest, you will encounter 4 different bosses, all of whom can be challenged again in repeatable post-quest encounters. These bosses are no pushovers, but we're aiming to give them some pretty good rewards to make fighting them worthwhile. The rewards poll will open on Monday, June 26th, and run until Monday, July 3rd, so make sure to read up and get your votes in when the time comes. In case you didn't hear, the Ruinous Powers prayer book has been cancelled. Getting on with the rewards, after finishing the quest, you'll be able to upgrade the Ring of Visibility into a fancy new Ring of Shadows. The Ring of Shadows has all of the same functionality as the Ring of Visibility, but with the added ability to teleport you to the ancient vault in the Kharidian Desert. Additionally, you will be able to unlock 4 more teleports, which will pop you out somewhere close to each of the bosses. The Ring of Shadows has offensive stats, perfect for those of you right on the edge of PBM, but perhaps on a very small budget. Alright, first we're going to be talking about the rings and what's going to happen with them. Since 2005, the Firminic rings, in particular the Berserker ring, have been as good as it gets for the individual combat styles. With 4 new bosses on the way, it feels like the perfect time to consider 4 new ring upgrades that see even more use than their predecessors. The Venator and the Magus rings are the first of their kind to offer range strength and magic damage in a ring slot. The Ultor ring, on the other hand, packs a much meaner punch than even an imbued Berserker ring. Finally, the Bellator ring will help you slash weapons, having an easier time slicing up your opponents with some melee strength to boot. I'm just reading what these guys have written, and I'm probably not going to pronounce a lot of this right, so it's worth keeping in mind that these rings work out of the box and are therefore unable to be imbued. The boss will drop the tradable components. The ring themselves will not be tradable. To assemble the ring, you will need 90 magic, which is boostable, 80 crafting, tradable components obtained from the bosses themselves, as well as from breaking down the Firminic rings, and completing the Desert Treasure 2, the Fallen Empire quest. The aim here is to preserve the value of the Firminic rings, provide a high value tradable drop from Desert Treasure 2 bosses, and provide a satisfying crafting pathway that makes use of crafting supplies obtained from the bosses themselves. On death in PvP, if you lose one of these rings, the tradable component from the Firminic ring breakdown and Desert Treasure 2 boss will drop, and it will be lost to whoever killed you. Alright, now we're going to switch up to the robes and the axe. Equipping all 3 pieces of the Virtus robes gives you a whopping 12% magic damage while using ancient magics, with some added prayer bonus and a reasonable defensive bonus too. If you're using ancient spells or perhaps looking for a stepping stone between Aram's robes and Ancestral, you'll absolutely want to get yourself kitted in these. In the Soul Reaper axe, attacks with a Soul Reaper axe will damage you for 8 hit points and grant you a mighty stack. Each mighty stack gives up to 6% strength level boost, additive with the bonuses from prayer, and stacks up to 5 times for a total of 40 hit points loss and a 30% strength bonus. Once you're fully stacked, you'll stop taking extra damage and be free to slap your foes silly with one of the scariest slash weapons in Guild. Alternatively, if you're looking for a quick extra heal or an extra burst, you can use the Soul Reaper's Axe special attack, Behead. Behead consumes any mighty stacks you have. For each stack consumed, you will increase your accuracy by 6% and heal you for 8 hit points. This heal means you'll regain any hit points you've lost. The best part is you get your healing even if the attack itself misses. After 10 ticks, 6 seconds, or not attacking, or when switching weapons, any mighty stacks you have will be lost. When fully stacked, this axe packs a serious punch while also giving you some extra flexibility and decision making with a unique approach to special attack. It sure will be well worth it. Each of the post-quest bosses will drop an untradable sigil that coincides with their ancient element, blood, ice, shadow, and smoke. These sigils will be combined with an ancient scepter to create the blood, ice, shadow, and smoke ancient scepter. These upgrades retain the 5% magic damage and 10% to ancient magic effects, but will imbue the scepter with new effects depending on the element. Blood Ancient Scepter, blood magic will now overheal you for 10% of your hit points. Ice Ancient Scepter, ice magic gains 10% accuracy on unfrozen and freezable targets. Shadow Ancient Scepter. Shadow spells also drain strength and defense in addition to the target's attack level. Smoke Ancient Scepter. Smoke spells reduce the healing received by 20% for 10 cycles on hit if the target is poisoned. And if you like this, subscribe, then you'll just have a better life. So.